coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll begin here with Bernard.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Brady. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. First carry for Leonard Fournette. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Brady going to go on 4th down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Dancing to his left. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Operating from the red zone now. Allen sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time to run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Tryon, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off play action. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Allen off the play fake. He'll let one go deep for Howard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now Brady again. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Working with a 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now nothing.
Eagles kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Fournette. And some room to work. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now Bernard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now he'll throw with Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.